According to the CDC, more than 230,000 new prostate cancer cases have been reported this year. One Houston group is looking to raise awareness for prostate cancer. The Salt and Pepper Gang will be hosting their first annual Prostate Cancer 5K walk in Conroe. Here to talk about the event is Salt and Pepper Gang founder Rico Davis and member Terrence Wright, along with Donnell Cooper from the African American Male Awareness Agency. Good morning to you, gentlemen. Thank you so much for stopping by. First, I want to ask about the name, Salt and Pepper Gang. Where'd it come from? What are y'all doing?
Okay, the Salt and Pepper Gang is a group of distinguished gentlemen who does amazing work in the community. From senior citizens to the youth to single moms, you name it, we're out in the community doing what we do best.
Talk to us about, this is an uncomfortable conversation for a lot of men to be having, right? Whether it be man to man, men with their families.
Yes.
Make this an icebreaker for us. How do we initiate this conversation when it comes to men's health, particularly prostate?
Okay, well, with the Salt and Pepper Gang, we use our platform to try to reach a mass audience of letting men know we need help. A lot of us are being silent. So, you know, we collaborated with Donnell himself and his organization, and they came on board and they're helping making a difference. And Donnell, if you can explain what it is that the African American Male Agency does.
Definitely. So, you know, our mission is to remove the barriers of black men not going to the doctor. So we have a huge mask off campaign, basically communicating to the African American community, to men, that it's okay to remove the mask, to remove the cape that we wear every day as black men. And that allows men to be open enough to be able to address the medical needs that they were actually issuing.
Talk a little more about the disparities within the community when it comes to men's health and having these types of conversations, whether it be getting those checkups, right? Everything starts with a conversation like this.
Correct.
Give us more insight.
Well, you know, a lot of it comes from just having, you know, a real conversation and me having that real talk. And so, you know, as a culture of African Americans, you know, we're taught to be bold, we're taught to be prideful. So we keep a lot of that bottled up. And that, over a period of time, has a defect in our health. And so we have an opportunity in these partnerships to be able to challenge men, to be able to talk more, to be able to let them know, to find a safe space to be able to communicate about their health needs. So once men are educated, they can find access points and we're holding them accountable, and they know they have a peer group to support. That allows men to be more willing to be tested in this day and time. Because as African Americans, we are leaving Earth 12 years younger or earlier than most of our counterparts. And so men need to be educated on those statistical outcomes as we support men across the country.
Yeah, and it starts with conversations like this, you know, carving out this space, being intentional on the dialogue that we're having, letting folks know what's what, how you can be impacted, but also letting people know there are resources. There are a lot of resources to help you get comfortable with whatever it is that you need to do to get yourself in a healthy spot. Talk to us about what you're planning to do, particularly with this walk.
Well, with this walk, it's our first time that we've actually putting on this event in a park that we've adopted, MLK Park out in Conroe. And we really just want to create a platform where we can start normalizing those conversations so they're not so awkward when you have those conversations, and kind of get us together. And then the latter part is, you know, the moms and the sisters, they have to
support.
Push us guys that, you know, sometimes we're a little bit more hard-headed when it comes to those things. And it definitely helps when we have our loved ones and our the people in our surroundings kind of motivating us to go get checked is also.
So this walk is really open to anyone and everyone who wants to get involved.
And we're looking forward to it because, you know, him as a personal trainer, we're going to get everyone stretched and get them ready and prepared for this walk. You know, you can always go to our website to do the registration as well, but it's open to everyone. We just bring in awareness because I feel like a lot of us, at least men, we've been quiet, and it's time for us to start being quiet, being more vocal, and being active and be proactive to start getting checked early.
And you know, when we have these conversations, say it's breast cancer, right? We put such an emphasis on early detection. We know early detection saves lives against ailments and conditions. Same applies when it comes to prostate cancer.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Are you aware of any stats when it comes to early detection, as far as, I know we were talking about, you know, being in the grave 12 years younger than your counterparts. Do we have numbers on what early detection can do? can mean? We know it saves lives.
Well, of course it saves lives, but most importantly in the African American culture, a lot of African American men are already born with so many underlying, especially like hypertension, things of this nature. So a lot of it is being educated and knowing those key age marks where it's time to get tested. So prostate cancer is, September month, and we're encouraging men over 40 to get tested. And again, so the whole month of September, every Saturday this month, partnering with some of our other collaborative partners, we're offering free testing every Saturday this month. And so a lot of it is free for black men because, again, we might not have insurance. We want to avoid any barriers that may be designed for us not going to the doctor. And so free also is an opportunity for us to engage other men across the country as well.
Talk to us about the walk when it comes to registration. Is this something that people need to pre-register for ahead of time?
You can pre-register, but a lot of times we have walk-ups. So
walk-ups are accepted.
Registration is going to start right at 8 o'clock, and then we have the actual walk starting at 9 o'clock.
Okay, that information is there on your screen. If you've missed any of this conversation, if you want to go back and watch, we'll be sure to post it on our website, clicktohouston.com. Rico, Terrence, and Donnell, thank you all for coming in. We appreciate you having this conversation with us this morning. Awesome, look at that, love it. Oh, and it's the nice material too, I like it.
Yes, it's good quality.
Thank you guys.
That's what the Salt and Pepper Gang presents, good quality.
Good quality, love it. Thank you all.
Thank you.